So I'm going to do a quick review. Here's your outline of what you will learn throughout the lesson. But the one I'm focusing on right now is be reintroduced or introduced to using the library catalog. Your goal is to fill out your library slip, which will include the title, call number, and the author's last name, so you can be independent in finding your books in the library. I'm going to go over to ClassLink so you can see ClassLink. When you log on, you go to ClassLink, and up here says Follett Destiny Library Catalog. And when you click it, it opens up to the library catalog. Here's Home, and I'm going to go to the word Catalog to search the library. So our goal is to use one of these library slips to fill in the name of the book, the call number. Yes, some of you call that a hashtag, but it's call number, and the author's last name. Once you have that information, you can either go to the everyone section or fiction section or nonfiction section to find your book. So here's the library catalog, and I'm going to do a very basic search. You can search by keyword, title, author, subject, or if you're reading a series. I tend to use subject probably the most. And then if I'm reading a particular author, sometimes I'll type in the author's name and find other books that author wrote. I'm going to type in subject. Maybe I'm going to type in friendship. And I'm looking for a fiction book, a chapter book. So I'm going to type in friendship. And I'm going to put subject. Now, one thing I do sometimes like to do is change the reading level. And I don't use this as reading level necessarily, as more a guide to narrow down my search from 12,000 books to maybe about 20 or 30 on the list so I can look. So I'm going to pretend that I'm in fourth grade, and I'm going to say maybe from third to a little above me, fifth, just to narrow the search down. So I'm going to switch it to Cold Harbor Elementary School if it wasn't already there. I just want to search our library. I'm going to put in the word friendship. I'm going to push subject. And it came up with 186 books to look at. That's kind of a lot of books still to look at. But I'm going to glance and see if I see something that interests me. Oh, I love Katherine Applegate as an author. The reading level, 3.7. So I think that will be a good fit for me. When I get there, I'll give it a little look and try it out and see if I like it, if I have a good flow. And it's called Crenshaw, and it's at FAPP. And APP, of course, is the first three letters of the author's last name, Applegate. Now you'll notice there's a comma here. It goes last name, comma, first name. So the call number is fiction. So I'm going to put an F on my slip. APP for Applegate. And there's three available. So maybe I even have a friend that wants to check out the same book and we can read it together. So let me go to my library slip, and it's called Crenshaw. Now, move over to call name is fiction, APP, and that's Applegate. And I have all the information I need to find this book. I need to go to the fiction wall. I need to go over to the letter A and then move over down until I find AP and then ABB, and it's Applegate. That's a quick search of the library catalog. I'm going to go back to the library catalog. Maybe there was another book I want to look, so I'm going to continue down. This one says EKAN. So E is, of course, what section of the library? Everyone section. KAN for the author's last name. They only write the first three letters. And reading level's 3.1. Seems like a good fit for me. But of course, when I get there, I'll give it a look and try it out. Let me go back up and do a new search. Maybe I'm going to refine my search. I'm going to change it a little. And maybe I'm going to look up an animal book this time, maybe snakes. And that's a subject as well. Okay. Nick Bishop snakes. Look at that snake. Reading level 3. My call number is 597.96 BIS for the author's last name, Bishop, and it has 101 available. It's available. So when it has a Dewey Decimal Number, numbers, I know I need to go to nonfiction and have to go to the 500s and look for 597.96 BIS for Bishop. Now I put the word snake in and I came up with this book, which is a fiction book. So remember, if you're looking for nonfiction, you want the Dewey Decimal Numbers. But if you're looking for a story that maybe has snakes in it, fiction, STI for Stein. And of course, that's a Goosebumps book. And it is available, 1 of 1 available. You can keep looking. When you go to nonfiction, remember I said once you know the call number for the category you're researching, snakes, 597.6, all the snake books are all together, 597.6. The author's last names are different, but it's all in the same section. So that's how you use the library catalog, a brief overview. If you'd like to continue, I will keep showing you more examples, but that's just to get you started. My next example is I'm going to type in a genre. I will tell you, sometimes this library catalog doesn't give you great searches, and so you might need to try different things. When I put in realistic fiction, it doesn't pop up a lot of books for some reason under that genre, but maybe if I type in mystery or science fiction or fantasy, I'm going to type in fantasy, I'm going to push subject again, see how many books that come up in fantasy in that reading level I put in, 110, that's still a lot, but that gives me a good start at least. Oh, whether or not the Upside Down Magic books, Fiction Wall, MLY, for Milnowski, Sarah Milowski, and it's available. 4.2 reading level. That might be a good fit for me. Castle Hangnail, and that's not available. See how it says 0? Emily Moon. And if I open these further, I can get even a little blurb about them and read about the book. Search results to go back. And you can go down and keep looking for a book that's a good fit book for you. Happy reading, everybody.